Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be a quick review for Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6. It's like part 2 of Season 6. So I'm like, okay, if you say so. Okay, but anyway, make sure that you are doing a couple of little things. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Okay, to this one and the other one as well. Do not forget to also do all of these things right here, liking and commenting and sharing and relaxing and relating and releasing. Also, center yourself and everyone around you. Do not forget to inhale and to exhale because it just helps you stay calm, cool, and collected or whatever. Y'all know to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner because how else would you know what I'm doing if you didn't follow me on social media? Because that's where I post it. It's like I posted, I'll be live in 10 minutes, just 10 minutes ago on my IG. Because I did not plan on doing this live. I was going to record it, but y'all know I try to put a video up every day. And if I had pre-recorded it, it would have been, it don't matter. It don't matter. Okay. I am here. Okay. My shirt is up, but it's okay. I got a shirt on under it. But it's been a long day. But again, boom, here, yes. Do not forget, okay, that what was I finna say? I forgot. I don't know. But let's get into this season of Growing Up Hip Hop. It looks like it's going to be a good season. Episode 1 made me realize a couple of things. One, Cree is on BS. Okay, Cree is completely on BS. TT is like over the foolishness, and Egypt is lying. Okay, I know Egypt is lying through her teeth to her daddy and to the daddy's wife. Okay, all up and through and whatnot. But we're gonna leave that be because I mean she a liar. But let me pop on screen because I plan to be on screen today. Okay. I believe Tasha K gonna have a video out later on today. I may go live after that. I do not know because she gonna be talking to Nini's little boo thing. So again, that's gonna be a whole conversation live either later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, one or the other. Okay, but to these people right here. Thank you, Dwayne. Let's go. I see the growth for 30K. Yes, I hit 28,000 last night. Okay, I am very much appreciative to hit 28,000, almost at 30. Yes. Okay, hey, Ash, I'm driving, but like the video as you come in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I am feeling better today. I got a little cough. So I'm terrified. I got a murder. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just the weather changing. And me having wet hair outside. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna claim that I have Omari Khan, okay? But let's get to the episode because I feel like the episode was not much. That's why I wanted to get on here, get it over with. So thank y'all to live watchers. Thank y'all to the rewatch later on. I appreciate you all, okay? First up, we seen Tresh talking to not that's the wrong one. It's not in order yet. Okay, boom. Dash Stretch talking to Tyran and stuff because it's weird that Tretch is talking to Tyran about TT and not TT about Egypt and Sam. I'm like, why not go talk to Egypt and Sam? It's weird how the game with telephone work with them because I'm like, why y'all doing weird stuff and just not have like real conversations with each other, but I'm gonna let that be. So apparently there was a fight that happened. Egypt and Sam were out somewhere. A fight ensued with Sam's people or I don't know. And it's weird because I keep Googling it and I can't find any information. However, we do see a whole little mug shot and I'm like, oh, somebody beat Sam's ass. That's what happened. Somebody beat that boy up because that's what happens sometimes. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. But somebody beat him up. Okay, I'm like, that's a bruised up face. Okay, swollen eyes, busted lip, busted nose. Sometimes it is what it is. So apparently, whatever story that Egypt told Tretch's wife is not what Tyran is saying happened. Okay, he's saying that supposedly Sam's friend was fighting. Okay, Sam then jumped in and whatnot. And then because Sam jumped in, Egypt then jumped in and started swinging too. So I'm like, girl, you can't be out here fighting men with your man. Okay, now if a girl jumped in, you went and beat her up. I guess that's cool. But it's weird that nobody wants to really say out loud what happened, and I can't find nothing about it on social media. But again, here's his mugshot. So something happened, he was arrested, and that's what it is. And Trent's issue is I don't like the fact that something happened and I don't know the full story. And whatever Eve was telling me isn't the full truth. How can I help her if she's not honest with me? Because supposedly, allegedly, Sue, somebody had a gun. We don't know who. So he wondering did Egypt have a gun? Did Sam have the gun? Did Sam who had the gun? And what's going on? Because anybody out at night fighting or whatever, someone can get shot and die. It could have been my child. Okay, so we had that whole conversation. I'm like, well, I guess so. Now we also see this. Look, this is gonna be a really quick video. I'm telling y'all. Okay, by the time y'all get here, I'm gonna be done. Okay. Anyway, but we then see Little Twist talking to Mac May. First of all, first of all, let me get a solo shot of Mac May. I should have did a Mac May. I don't recall Mac May ever being as attractive as he is right now. Why am I bad with I'm on my phone all day, probably. Boom. I was like, hey Mac May, what you doing, Mac May? Where have you been, Mac May? I'm like, that can't be the same Mac Main I remember from back in the day. Because I don't recall him being so handsome in the face. Not that he was ugly back then, but I don't remember ever seeing him and pausing. I remember seeing him, I'm like, oh, okay, that's whatever. But I saw this man right here and I paused. And not because of the chain. The chain to me is too much. That chain is too big, it looks too heavy. It looks like it's too much for no reason. Okay, I don't think there's ever a reason to have a chain like that. I don't get gaudy jewelry, but his facial features and the chocolateness of his skin make me take pause. And I just don't remember McMahon ever being so handsome or whatever. But we see him a little Twist talking because Twist is like, look, we gotta talk. Okay, wrong thing. I keep touching the wrong stuff and have stuff on the screen. I'm trying to delete it. Girl, I'm trying to get through. Mac Main and Twist. So apparently, allegedly, Twist say around Christmas time, around Thanksgiving time, around whatever no, I'm making stuff up. Around COVID time, he was at his mama's house, chilling in Texas, okay, chilling in Texas, and he was riding around, okay, while visiting family in Texas, okay, and then got pulled over. And because he had a gun on him, he got arrested. Okay, so now his lawyer told him he has to go back to Texas to handle this gun charge. Now, y'all know he's a felon. Okay, we know that for a fact. You know, felons not supposed to have firearms. Felony firearm. It's a law. Okay. And he like, so I gotta go back to court and I may end up going back to jail for a long time or whatever. And yeah. And I was like, why would you I don't get why felons have guns. Because it's literally illegal. If you're a felon, why would you want to go back to prison by having a gun? And the fact, let me put that because Mac Man, he got even more attractive as he talked to Lil Twist when he said, a gun, that's not smart. That's not gangster. There isn't a need for you to be riding around with a gun and you're a felon. Like, you can't, because when Twist said, but in Texas, they, ain't no gun laws. I'm like, nigga, he said, yes, but now that you're a felon. I'm like, right. So Mac Main has sense. I was like, oh, he has sense. Okay. I like him. I like him a lot. I may follow him on social media. I may not. I don't really care. But like you ride around doing shit that makes it look like that you want to go back to jail. Because why would you as a felon be why would you have a gun on you? And when Twitch tried to explain that first of all, I didn't do nothing to be pulled over. I made sure I was following all the laws to not be pulled over. Sir, you didn't follow the first law, which the felons should not have guns. You can't say I obey all the other laws except this one. So because I follow all the other laws, I should not be held accountable for the one law I did break, which is felony firearm. What is wrong with you? Okay. Yeah, the chain is team too much. He is a very handsome man. He really, really is. Mac Man got a little egg on him. Do we? And some men age real nice. He's aging real nice. Okay. Twist is kind of cute. Wish he didn't have oh those tattoos on his face. Um, I don't know if I find Twist is so differently different. I don't know how to feel. I do think if maybe if he didn't have all the tattoos, then the hair, and yet he was a puppy, and then he's always in pajamas. So I mean, maybe if those things were a bit different, maybe I'll say, "Hey, let's twist." I am saying, "Hey, Mac Main," but it's mainly because I'm very much so into distinguished looking men these days, and who's gonna I'm like, that. But anyway, I just appreciate Mac Main being honest with him, like you doing dumb shit. Okay, we can't. Even if they had no reason to pull you over, you should have never had that gun. And to me, that's a person I can respect. Someone who can say, "I hear you saying some fuck shit may have happened. However, you was already on fuck shit having the gun on you." Okay, period. And even Twist bringing up how his father went to jail for he said my dad went to jail when I was 13 for life in prison. And I don't want to be like my father. And Mac Main is like a father figure to me. And I don't want to let him down either. So I promise I'm not gonna fuck up no more. I mean, once you've been fucking up for a while, ain't nothing left. Like what's left? Because if you beat this case and luckily don't go to jail, cool, but you can't be out here doing stuff, to get you locked up. Twist looking good here, but something but sounding dumb. I didn't, but they put me over for no reason. I'm like, it doesn't matter. And he's like, it doesn't matter the reason you got pulled over. The point is you gave them a reason to arrest you. Once they did pull you over, because had they pulled you over and you didn't have no gun, you wouldn't have went to jail. The issue wasn't you being pulled over. The issue was once they did it, you were doing something stupid. Okay, doing something stupid. Now, why did I get notification? I literally just set the live up and got on here. So it probably didn't have time to send one because I didn't plan this. I was kind of like, pop up. I do pop up. I ain't here, and that's it. So yeah, I didn't plan on a lot of folks even watching because I'm like it's last minute. But thanks for being here. I'm happy you came. Okay, let's see. I just watched the episode. Me too. That's why I said, "Girl, go live." Girl, go live. Because y'all know again, Tasha K is interviewing Nene's little boo thing, that little young man, and that's supposed to be at 8:30. I need to watch that, and I'm gonna probably either go live right after that interview to chit chat about it, or I'll wait till tomorrow and go live and we can chit chat there. But I'm trying to get around here and get things done, okay? Anyway, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen with little twist and my new boo thing, Mac Main. Okay, I like this man now. I'm not gonna follow him on social media, but if he's on the show again, I'm gonna point out that I like him, okay? Because he's handsome. Anyway, let's move on. Now there was a little short scene where we seen that Lazy Bone is added to the season. I think his daughter will be on the season too. But him and Tresh were talking. I didn't really care because it was just them showing that Lazy is here now. I want to wait until he gives something, and then we'll see that. But again, that's what it was. Now we did see the ladies on the boats. Okay, we seen Angela and Vanessa, Cree, and then Cree's sister, who was also one of Luke's kids. So Luke, Uncle Luke, who like group him. But fine. So they're on a boat. I'm on the beach. And Angela brings up how she's moving, that she's going to move to Atlanta because she feels like, she wants to be in Miami because that's fun for her. However, she realized, well, my son's family, his dad's side of the family, all live in Atlanta. And for her, she's like, I have more support in Atlanta than I have, in Miami or wherever else. So for his sake, I want to move to Atlanta. Now, for me, it made complete sense why she wants to do that because, again, he's already lost his father. It kind of is a very good thing or a nice thing. I'll say a nice thing. It's a nice thing for her to want him to also be, around his father's family because, you want him to grow up with a sense of his dad. So, right, Vanessa's not here. Angela's not here for Vanessa at all. Honey, she would not even look at Vanessa. And I think it's because Vanessa consistently sees Angela as a little sister, and she feels like whenever Angela is doing anything, that she needs to have some kind of conversation. It needs to go through her. Angela needs to discuss it with her in order for her to feel like it's a real decision. And anything that Angela does outside of their sisterhood, she feels like it must not be real. And I'm like, I would also get tired of that. So much so that when I plan to move to Atlanta, I wouldn't tell you so I moved. Hence this scene, okay? Not she not she lying chasing dick. But this is the thing. If she chasing some dick, that's still fine because that's why she grown. I feel like Angela feels like people look at her as the youngest. And she isn't the youngest. But I don't see an issue if she's just saying I'm gonna go there for this reason. We'll let her go there. Now, could it be some dick in Atlanta? It's probably plenty of dick in Atlanta. you know? Um, but I don't know. My issue was how Vanessa felt like, why did you tell me? Why didn't you discuss it with me? She said, why didn't you consult me? Are you sure? Are you rushing? Blah, 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 blah. I feel like this. Vanessa needs to get a life. Even if Angela is chasing dick or cooch to Atlanta, that's her business. Okay. The fact that she can afford to move from New York to LA to Miami and not to Atlanta, let her be what she gonna be. Let it go, okay? And I also feel like Angela, because she makes these quick decisions or whatever. And I wonder if it's a guy she's going to see in Atlanta. That ain't your business. Vanessa doesn't tell us anything that she has going on. We don't know anything going on in Vanessa's life, okay? But anytime Angela say anything, it's like, oh, why you doing that? Why you doing this? I need you to. I'm like, what? Get out the lady business. Get out her. And when she said, I talked to mommy and daddy. I found a house. So I'm moving in like 2 weeks. I was like, let her be. Let her go down there, get us some D or some cooch. I don't know which one. And then move on from that. I think the Simmons girls do very good at managing their reputation and being authentically them at the same time, in my opinion. I I I I agree, but at the same time, I still feel like Vanessa gives us less of her life than Angela. Like, we rarely see either of their kids. Vanessa has a whole man. Vanessa's with a whole Wayans brother. She's been, I think she's with Damon's one of Damon's sons. So she has a whole relationship that she does not feature on the show. We don't see nothing that Vanessa has going on. And so for me, it aggravates me that she likes to critique and make it seem like, oh, Angela, you need to run your shit by me. No, I don't. Not really, because I'm an adult. And if I need your assistance, I'll ask you for it. Other than that, let's be on this boat and leave me alone. Okay. People saying Angela was to Atlanta for a lot. So I hope not. Look, I don't have time. But I don't. I really hope Angela realized her and Bow Wow storyline is played out. Like, no one cares anymore. Like, it was cute the first maybe 2 seasons, maybe not. Could they, would they, should they? But now on season 6, episode 21, no ma'am. No ma'am. Um, it don't make sense no more. We don't need it no more. Leave it alone all the time, okay? Vanessa needs to let Angela live her life. She comes off overbearing and entitled. Family doesn't equal access. Vanessa doesn't cheer either. Right. Right. I'm like, where you live at, Vanessa? Where's your man at, Vanessa? What do you do all day, Vanessa? Who do your hair, Vanessa? Who's your makeup artist? Let me know something about you before you go speaking about anything with Angela. Okay? Because truth be told, they both boring. So one boring sister should not be able to check the other boring sister. Okay, anyway, that part. I see that, Jaylee. Let's see. Does she have a relationship, or is she touch, or she's telling us she has one? I don't know. We're gonna see what happens this season, okay? But anyway, that was really all that happened on the boat. They did agree to all go out and hang out, like on a girls' night out or whatever. And I'm like, fine, fine, fine. Okay. Now, next up, we did see Angela, not Angela, Joe. Well, JoJo's wife does look like the family. Okay. She favors at least his mama. She really favors Reverend's wife, Justine, truthfully. Okay. But, JoJo and Tiana, is it Tiana? Denise? Tonice? To something. Him and I think it's Denise. I think it's I write her name down and I can't remember how to pronounce it when it comes back on. But they've had a baby boy. He's like, look, he look cutie, look you baby or whatever. And they stuff was real easy too. They had the baby boy. They now have two kids, girl and a boy or whatever. Now she wants to talk to him. She wants to talk to him because she feel like with the daughter, who's like 4 or 5 now, she felt like the first year he was around a whole bunch helping, but after that, he kind of went back to work and whatnot, and she was not able to get back out here, start working, hanging out or whatever. She kind of stayed at home. And so this time she wants to be sure to voice that I do not want the same thing to happen this time that happened last time. Okay, I want to be able to be out the house, do this and do that because you sometimes don't like you don't be around like that, okay? And then he gets upset because he felt like she was saying, well, you're an absentee father. And I got how he felt that's what she meant, but I also felt like that ain't what she meant. Okay, you didn't let her finish talking. You assumed that's what she meant. Okay. But the fact that he was like, wait, I be around, I help. I was up last night. And the only reason I liked that he spoke up was because he wanted to make it known I'm not a bad father. Don't dog me as a dad. And I love how she was able to say, well, that's not what I meant. Okay. You are here. I get that. My point is I want to be able to get out the house and do things more than I have been able to do the past, 5, 6 years of us having a daughter. I want to be able to do that. And I want you to be more helpful, okay, when I need you to be helpful. He said, cool. If you need me to help you, let me know. Jojo, I need you to know you should just step in general. Like, don't wait for her, sir. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't wait for her to say, hey, I need some help. Anticipate, hey, I've been gone in the studio for a month. Okay. She ain't went nowhere in a month. Let me say, hey, babe, this weekend, go out, do this, and this. And I'm gonna say, hold the kids. I'm gonna stay home. Because it's been a month. So like I want him to realize he needs to step up without her asking. That's what I would prefer he do. But I also could appreciate him saying, you know what, I'm gonna help. Okay. The funny part to me was when she then said, because I can be somewhere right now doing whatever. He said, well, put the baby in the playpen and go do it. And when I want to hold him, I'm like, look, you can't want it both ways. I also felt like, because like they order food, right? And the food came, she's holding the baby. He opened the food bag and ate his food. And because she's holding the baby, I can't just eat my food. But I also felt like put the baby down because he said the baby's chilling. Like you don't have to hold him the whole time. But she wants to hold her son, which is fine. But I also feel like sometimes we have to get where we have to make time for ourselves as women, whether it's us as women, as moms, as working women. We have to know sometimes to put whatever it is down right there because the baby ain't crying, the baby was content. Put him in the little rocker, okay? Let him rock. Eat your food. Cause holding him while watching JoJo eat, like while you eating, I'm not. Put him down. Get your little nap. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna leave them be. I feel like they're not gonna have many issues this season, but I mean we can see. Now we have the whole ladies' night out situation. And at first it was cool because it was Angela, Vanessa, TT. Those are the three. Vanessa and and Denise. Is it Denise or Denise? Girl, JoJo's wife. Okay. And then Cree walked in. Cree walked in and had an attitude saying, I didn't know TT was gonna be here. I knew he was gonna be here. No one told. I'm like, why would anyone have to tell you or warn you or whatever, notify you that TT would be there? I was confused myself. And it then be the thing between TT Egypt, TT Vanessa and Cree. TT, Vanessa, and Cree at the bottom. Okay. And I was confused. Okay, I was confused. Um, it's to, it's Denise. It's Denise? I'm not tripping, right? Okay. I hope I'm not tripping. She would turn that baby into a hand. Yes, because you can't. Sometimes you can't hold kids. Usually when kids are quiet, that's the perfect time to put them down because it helps them get used to not being held when they're or whatever. So that's all. That's her baby. I'm the hubby. I don't want to come from nobody's parenting. Um, but with Cree and them, honey, I'm gonna pop off screen because I just feel like I want to drink some water. Cree really, y'all know we interviewed Cree was it last season? Maybe during season one of the Uwe first panel. Cree was cool. Cree's a cool chick. She's very honest to the T. She's very open or whatever. However, this scene made her look foolish. Okay, it completely made her look foolish, mainly because you came in on 20 for no reason. Okay, yeah, Cree get on your nerves. Cree, her business and her daddy issues get on my nerves. Um, the fact that she came in and she looked frustrated at CNTT, even though I can understand there's a bit of tenseness between the two. I feel like there was no need for her to come in and like I can't be fake. I can't sit here and be fake. I need to talk to TT and Vanessa, you know what I'm saying? And you had Denise and was it Answer? Yeah, like what the fuck is like what's going on? Like I don't do mess. Like I'ma leave. Y'all handle that. Leave me out of it. And I feel like Angela, stop acting like you can't even sit there and listen to what's going on. That's what aggravates me about her. She thinks she too good to just sit and sometimes be still. Sit down, shut up. Okay? And even though fine. But Angela and Denise got up and walked away to let Vanessa, Cree, and Titi talk. But everyone was confused as to why Cree came in so hot. Like, girl, you came in on 10. What is wrong? Now, she then say how TT, there's three things I don't play with. My money, my business, and my family. I think that's what she said. I know for a fact she said money, and business or whatever. And she said that TT came after her business when she said to Vanessa that, Cree could no longer be her wedding planner because Cree was the one who took information that Savannah got from Egypt, and she then went and told Vanessa, telling Vanessa to have that conversation with TT. And TT's point was, if you were supposed to be my wedding planner, you still sorry y'all, in my opinion, was spreading gossip about me that you heard from somebody else. Okay? And yeah, Cree, wait, what I'm saying? Because I can see some comments, so I'm on a different screen. Didn't she speak on TT's birth? Yes, she did. Okay. Yes, I do agree that it seemed forced and extra for no reason. Like someone told her TT in there, and maybe you should talk to her about whatever. And she came like, okay, I'm gonna give him a show. Okay. Spread other folks' business, but she ain't fake though. Cree is giving I'm coming in hot, so I don't have to talk about me. I did. It came back on last night. I kind of forgot too. My DVR taped it. I was like confused with the Cree scene. Me too. It was just weird. I understood her agitation and frustration, but it just could have. But I just couldn't accept her immature response. Hey y'all, don't forget like the live, like the video, okay? Angela is good for herself, so irking. She thinks she's above that. She thinks it looks above, then looks crazy. I don't know. But yeah, Anthem made me mad. But with Cree and TT, to me, Cree can say, I don't want anyone saying anything that can make someone feel like I'm a shady business person. And my thing was, I don't think TT said that. I don't think TT implied that. I think everyone understood the reason she said she did not want Cree to plan her wedding because you did repeat something about me and my fiance to someone else. It doesn't matter if you told someone else I knew to come tell me. You should have come and told me or just not repeat it. You could have stayed out of it because I don't want that person, you know what I'm saying, out here planning my nuptials, planning my wedding or whatever. But for Cree to Cree, when Cree then said, I was on screen. When Cree then said, you've been a bully to Egypt and Sam, you live in a house that your mama paid for, that your mama owned, even though you said how Sam lives with Pepper. I was like, what the fuck does where TT live and who own their house have to do with you? What does her saying that have to do with you? The fact of the matter is Egypt told you some BS about TT and her man that you did go tell somebody else. It does not matter who you told. And her being told that information and being frustrated, she had every right to say, you know what, I don't think I want her to plan my wedding. And then even TT said today, I had met you at Jojo's event, and it was cool. However, after that, I did not want you to plan my stuff. And the fact that Cree said, I get that, I get that you don't want me to plan it or whatever. If you get her saying that, then this should not be an issue. It's like I felt like she was making it seem like anyone questioned her business savviness or whatever based on TT, and we didn't. And we didn't. Not at all. And she's like, I have not said anything about you. I have not said anything to you. Like, I don't have an issue with you. I never have. Because Cree came in like, TT, you have an issue with me. And I can't sit here when I know you do. And we did see they had some back and forth on social media between really like Cree and TT's mom or whatever, based on based on TT and maybe Sam speaking back and forth because Sam was one who said that TT lived in a house her mom owned, and TT said, my mom does own properties. What's wrong with that? And if her mama lives in Jamaica and they live here, her mama owns a house here, why wouldn't TT live in it? And what's wrong with living in a house that your parent owns? I don't get it. I was so confused. I said, how? Who, what, when, where, how, and why was this even a thing? Okay. I was thinking how you have beef with Vanessa. Right. But bitches with Angela. And even it's like, you got an issue with me. Well, no, because you were there when she said it. I'm like, but you were the one who told her the stuff. You told Vanessa something that could have really came from you. Okay. Savannah and Cree went to Little Easy house to do what? Right. Spread her business. She didn't just tell Vanessa. Okay. Vanessa did open up about her miscarriage. I think people forget that her other half may not want to be on the show. I know that. We discussed that last season, but this is season 6. Out of season 6, we have not gotten much from her, but I do remember that she talked about that too. So I'm not negating that one thing, but that one thing, this is the whole 6 seasons of the show. Okay, but I do know that. And if your man don't want to be on the show, that's cool. However, don't keep being other folks' business if you don't have any of your own. But I love you anyway. Okay, Cree looking real ugly to me for real. Talking about getting life. Oh, we're not gonna do that. I cannot say when a person can't stay on the issue without making the person right. Because I feel like her going into the house that TT live in, even her saying how you bully your. I'm like, why is anything going on between TT, Sam, and Egypt? Even any of your. I was so confused why Creed was. It's like I was just confused. I was confused. When Creed made the comment, she proved how. When Creed made that comment, she proved how unprofessional she really is. This is true. This is true because if she wanted you to be her wedding planner, and because she isn't any longer, is this how you treat former clients who you were going to work with, but now you're not working with? And so you're saying things out of frustration of how you felt like they treated you. And again, I don't see the points. I don't see the point. How is TT a bully when Cree and Savannah take every opportunity to clown both Sam and Egypt behind their backs? Cree even pulled up Sam's Spotify listers to clown him. She did. She absolutely did. I completely forgot about that. She did. Hmm. I agree. Empress, she looking real messy and don't nobody want to do business with them messy folks. And I think that was TT's point. She took information about me and she was supposed to be my wedding planner. You were supposed to plan my wedding, and you got information about me and or my husband, and your notion was to tell Vanessa by saying, "Well, Vanessa is closer to TT, so you should tell her. If you my wedding planner, why can't you also come to me?" Cree was disrespectful to TT. Cree behavior is what makes her look bad. We talked about Samantha and Pyramid. Like the video because I can't like the video. I'm damn it choke laughing on that one, okay? We talk bad about Samantha Pyramid living in a house with Peppa making OnlyFans in her kitchen. TT mom does not even live in the USA. Wrong road, Cree. I can completely agree. Because it's two different things. Two different things. Even if, and not only that, if Peppa owned a house that she wasn't living in and it's her rental property and her daughter lived there, I wouldn't have no issue with that. I would not at all, because family is supposed to help family. That's because that would be Peppa helping Egypt. Our thing is Egypt live with a whole man who we think ain't shit, but that on that. But again, it's stupid to me. Okay, Cree was looking for a moment and it didn't work. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, she lets show come before her business, silly rabbit. It was messy. It was completely messy. And what I liked was the fact that both TT and Vanessa was looking at her like, okay, like they didn't care. And Cree looked very agitated over the whole conversation. And I was even with Vanessa trying to say, well, TT's family has bullied her. Her family has said things and told people things to make other people look at TT and what's his name? Sean? Yeah, her fiance in a certain kind of way. And my thing was like, there's no need for anyone to try to defend TT to Cree based on her family dynamic. I'm like, Cree, why this and let's call a spade a spade. Cree, you have beef with your father. Your family has drama. So why are you trying to cause drama or say you don't want to be involved and your family's bullshit, TT. I don't want to be involved in that drama when you have drama in your own family situation. Because as we knew as of the end of the end of as of episode 20, the last episode before, you and Luke still really hadn't talked. So you still had issues within your own family. So it's weird to me to make it seem as if whatever's going on between TT, Egypt, Sam, Peppa, whoever, um, you don't want her dragging you in her shit. I'm like, I don't think she was. I don't think she was. I don't even think her saying I don't want Cree to be my wedding planner was even a let's have beef situation. It was I don't want to be involved or have anyone who's spreading any information about me involved in my wedding. Okay. I was like, get on my face. Uh she made OnlyFans in Peppa's kitchen. That's what I first heard when I tuned to. Yeah, at one point, Egypt and Sam was doing OnlyFans, and they were recording it in Peppa's kitchen. Very, very true. Cree tried to reach, but she reached with. I am not, this damn cough. Please, I hope I bet not had a Rona. I think it's a cold because I don't have it's just a little cough. Cree tried to reach, but she reached with T-Rex arms. I just can't. I think Cree didn't want to tell TT straight up because I think she thought that was the last thing TT would want to hear from her. Wedding planner is a rumor that her man is hype on the chicks. But this is the thing. As an adult, I would not tell someone else something I heard and then say, "Hey, go tell so and so this is what I heard from so and so." I wouldn't do that. If I don't feel comfortable bringing it up, I would say, "Hey, leave me out of it." I would have said, Savannah, if Egypt told you, you go talk to TT. You don't bring it to me. Leave me out of it. I would say either leave me out of it or I would go talk. That's it. Okay. Um, Savannah's young and a bit and a bit slow. How old is Cree? She acting very mature. I believe Cree is either in her. I think she's either in her late 20s or her early 30s. One of the two, but I can't remember. What I appreciated was TT was like, "Girl, okay, whatever. I don't know your plan, but whatever." And Cree then said, "Well, you and your family bully each other, and that's that on that." And she had walked. I'm looking like, what? What? Cree, she was so fun when we interviewed her. So I'm so confused about her coming in just for no reason coming at TT. I just don't get it. I was confused. I was dismayed. Okay. I wouldn't talk about other family issues with the family that I'm not genetically attached to. Um, yeah, I don't, in my thinking, not only that, I wouldn't be friends with Savannah because she is so young. Once Savannah told me what she told me, Savannah, go talk to TT. Let's go do it. Just do that. Or me and you can go talk to TT and tell her, "Hey, this is what Egypt is saying, just so you know." But I'm gonna leave that be too. I like Cree, but she's got to take it down a couple times. True, right? I like her, and I'm confused on why she came in so high on TT for no reason. Take it down like 4, 5 notches, or at least make your coming in hot make sense. It didn't make sense. You didn't come in that high at your daddy, who on bullshit. Okay, but that's on everything. Okay, now we then see the ending scene of Tretch meeting up with Egypt and his wife. So that's Tretch's wife, Sicily, and then Egypt. Egypt was really doing this short hair. I like this style, but I still feel like it's Sam making you, look different because that's what he likes. I don't know, but when Egypt meets with Tretch and Sissy, so Sicily, Trey still feel like, you know what, it's on some bullshit around here. I don't know what happened. I feel like someone's lying to me and what's going on. So, hey, daughter, happy belated birthday, daughter. Here's the MCM? MCM? Ground on the damn backpack. They go a backpack, daughter. So, what's going on? And she like, well, we moved out of mom's house. We live now like 20 minutes away from her, whatever. Me and Sam are both doing MMA fighting. I'm like, MMA fighting? What? Okay. She said they're just doing practice. I'm like, practicing for girl, I don't know. She Egypt every season is in a whole different genre of what she wants to do. She wanted to be a swimsuit model and the owner. She wanted to sing at one point and she did not want to sing. And is she a rapper? Is she a hair? I don't know. And now she wants to do a fucking MMA shit. She also brings out she wants to work on her music, but also she also wants to get new headshots because she wants to act too. It's so much. And Trent is so headshots. I know they do good. They do headshots in prison. I'm like, how prison? But you know, he's bringing up because again, Sam was arrested for something. So again, what's going on with Sam? We know that there's a darkness that's coming for the light a lot now. And what have you heard about what happened? It's weird to me that no one would have said what happened. Now maybe it's because it's a whole legal situation and they don't want to say yes, Sam did have a gun and yes, he did that. But it's weird that no one is really saying anything about what actually happened. Okay, it's weird to me. And Trent's like, I just don't know how I've only heard what you didn't tell me. So what happened? Where is Sam? Is Sam out on bail? Well, he's at home. He is out on bail or whatever. Well, and things are looking good. You know what I'm saying? People was coming at him because of him on the show. But again, she never quite says what happened. Okay? Saying that people came at him because of who he's on the show. Okay, fine, but what the fuck happened? My throat is dry, y'all. What happened? Now, both both Tretch and Sissy say, well, Tyran said something different. So what really happened? Okay, because what you saying don't kind of make sense to what he's saying. So I just want to know what's the truth. Okay. Well, what I said was true. What I said is true. Other folks are saying things that may not be true, whatever. We were out at a club on a rooftop. We were drinking. Okay, we were drinking too much. We were drunk. We were trying to get an Uber home. Okay, but then people kept surrounding Sam, but she never quite said much from that. So again, and I don't know if editing was cutting and pasting together what she said or whatever. We then see Tresh get up and leave because he's making Tresh issue was I don't feel like she's being honest. And if she can't be fully honest with me, I can't help protect her. And that make me feel like I can't trust shit she say. I'm like, Trent, have you not been watching the past few seasons? No one should trust anything that Egypt says because Egypt likes to lie for Sam, in my opinion. Okay. I hate the look on Egypt. Sam Turner. I'm not gonna deal with that. I can't deal with y'all. Egypt was finding herself. Let's give her a few years. Look, I hope in like 5 years she has evolved into the whatever woman she's supposed to be. And I really just hope she's not still with Sam. I hope she isn't. Taran had the true story. She told them BS to gloss over what happened. I can agree. I fully agree. Cree doing what all do for checks violence is it is the it's the what if she just her back? I can't say I'm not doing that. She went from alcohol not being an issue to it being an issue. She lied. Right. Just something don't sound right. And then Tretch was also add was guns involved, and we don't hear her say yes or no, but apparently they were. But when he walks out to get some fresh air or whatever, Sissy said like, look, your dad can only handle so much or whatever, and so we want to figure out who Sam is because who he is around us, if that isn't the real him, okay, we have to really think about that. Is there truth to this bad rap he has? Does he have this bad rap for a reason? I'm like, yes, yes. Okay, I feel like we've always seen that Sam was on bullshit, and Egypt ignored it, and then Pepper ignored it, and then when Tretch was ignoring it, but I felt like Tretch wasn't around that often, and because he wasn't around that often, he only got the version of Sam that Sam showed up probably in person. The Sam we see, we can't stand. And I wonder if he's now seeing that in the actions that are happening off camera, okay, because Sam can't hide it. If Egypt was my child, I definitely wouldn't want her with Sam. That's a dangerous situation for her to be in. Right. And I love how Trey's issue was something happened and she not been honest with me in order to protect him, which means I can't protect my daughter. Not only that, I can't trust him with my child. Okay? Pepper paid his bill. His OnlyFans can't match that much. I agree. Egypt is a liar and Trace knows it and it's disappointing. True. And I felt like that's why he walked out. I think because he said, what did he was like, he was saying something outside like how shit ain't right. And I think his thing was, I don't want to call my daughter a liar on camera. Let me just walk away. And I think Cicely is the one I think Cicely is the go-between, meaning they will tell her things and then let her be the one to tell Tretch. And she said she knew for a fact that they would not tell her some things because they knew she would not want to tell Tretch. And that's why Tretch feels like things are happening and y'all not telling me and I'm pissed. Okay? And it's symbol of the shit. Where am I at? Oh, girl, right here. Apparently Tretch and Pep didn't watch the interview with Tasha. I doubt it. I really don't think that Pepper or Tretch probably follows the social media stuff that goes on, and that's why he be hearing half of stuff. That's why I really think they hear, because they're not really following shit. The sunglasses he used to wear was clouding his vision if of Samantha. You can tell that Tress tolerates Sam to the point that it worries him when it comes to Egypt. And I think him being arrested may help him be like, Sam was probably on bullshit. And because Sam was on bullshit, I can't really deal with him because, again, I don't know how it's going to hurt my daughter. And again, if my daughter can't be honest with me, I can't help her. And if she's out with him, and the fight ensued, because Tyran said they were out, a fight happened, and because Sam and his friends, Sam was fighting, was helping a friend fight, that made Egypt jump in. Then Egypt was also in the fight. And what man wants his daughter out here fighting with her man? No daddy wants that. No one. And the fact that this is Sam's the mugshot, clearly it was a fight. A fight. Sam's face swollen. So punches were being thrown. And the whole notion of, well, Sam got attacked. Sam, to me, we've seen Sam react to things. We've seen Sam talk cash money shit to people. So I can only imagine what Sam was saying back to people. You know what I'm saying? So it's this weird thing that she's trying to make him seem like he's this innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if that's the truth, you wouldn't be so hesitant to say what happened. You wouldn't be so hesitant to have to pick and choose your words. Because truth, this is my thing. When a fight happens and you were defending yourself, you have no issue saying, I was at the bar, I was drinking, these people came around me saying A, B, C, D, F, and G or whatever, and someone swung on me, someone pushed me, someone was in my space, and I had to defend myself. And that's not what she's saying. All she's saying is, I can't really remember. I was really, really drunk. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bruh. Okay. Brianna and TT tried to warn them off for seasons. Pyramid pushed them away. The fact that you call Egypt Pyramid is hilarious. I love that name, okay? Then did he pinch the bitch? I don't think he pinched the bitch. I don't think he pinched her. Because it look like, because it looks bad. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's bad right there. It's not as if it was, oh, it's something easy. No, it was a fight. It was a whole fight. And she won't be honest about it. Because even when he told her that he had talked to Sam, he had talked to Tyran, and for her to say, well, what did he say? Like, what did he say happened? You really wouldn't care what your brother, because your brother should only know the real version. You know, oh my, Sam hit someone, and then Sam hit the flow. Sam face looked like he got beat up by. It looks bad. Like this is like a little tussle. This was actual fights. Okay. Cree on BS popping off for a check. I don't care for Savannah because of her daddy. She's put an image of him. She better watch out. Samantha got beat up. I see. Yes, he did. I hope Egypt isn't the type that gets involved in fights when Sam was the one who started it, because Egypt doesn't seem like a fighter to me. I think she's a fighter, and that may be why she's now in MMA fighting. Because she may realize I may have to not only defend myself, okay, in this world, I may have to help defend my Samantha, because he pops off, and because people don't like. This is my thing. No one should attack Sam simply for not liking Sam. Like, I get we don't like him, but I would never like see him in the club or whatever, and as and as my dude to beat him up. I would never do that. No one has the right to put their hands on Sam or Egypt. However, Sam has a way of being an asshole that can start a fight. And that's also a truth. Okay. And it's just weird to me that no one is really saying what happened. And I think it's because Sam and Egypt don't want to admit what happened. Okay. Sam got caught by the right person in real life that was with the shits. And that's all it takes is for one person who's with the shits like me, you know what I'm saying, to come through and wreak havoc. Okay, complete havoc. Thank you, Sam. I hit 28,000 today. Thank you. Um, Pyramid, Pyramid had to defend Samantha after he got knocked out. Knocked the fuck out. I believe it. Sam thinks he is Stretch, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And even seeing Tretch and Lazy discuss how much they've been through in life, like this what they've survived being men who were rappers in the '90s. Look, I remember I was a look. I will be 40 in 9 days. I lived in the '90s, and during their era of Naughty by Nature, of Tupac, of Biggie, of Bone Thugs and Harmony, okay, of all these groups who, when it was like the hardcore rap shit, a lot of them have died or dealt with stuff, and it is tough. So I can appreciate, Tretch and also Lazy Bone saying we don't want our kids having to go through what we went through. And Sam thinks he's Tretch, but you not, sir. You aren't, okay? Not at the all, okay? Um, but also, if they do MMA fighting, wouldn't their hands be considered weapons, kind of like boxing? I think they would have to be like, actual MMA fighters and not people who are trying to learn how to MMA fight. I think that's the difference. Um, it's an album cover I just saw on Facebook page. What? Sam faced the gauze quench up after he fight. once you fight, once you fight professionally, your hands are registered deadly weapons. Then Egypt will get in trouble for all this street fighting. It's 47. It's 47 New Yorkers, ex MCs. It was real. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm 47 New Yorkers. I'm so dumb. But yeah, it's complete bullshit, and it's weird that Egypt don't get that because both her parents come from that. Even Salt and Pepper, they come from Salt. Was it Salt? Who's they? Yes, Salt used to date Tupac. The fuck, girl. I guess he's going to get paid for his pain. Pay me for my pain. It's what we do. Okay. But anyway, Trust comes back to the table after walking out, you know what I'm saying, to get some little fresh air or whatever. And, he lets her know, like, daughter, you know what I'm saying, I can't help you if you're not honest with me enough to say what's really going on. I get people get drunk. I get you go out, you have fun, you have drinks or whatever, things happen. However, you're grown now, okay? And you can end up dead by being out somewhere drunk where fights start and people have guns. You can easily die, okay? I can't help if you don't do something by at least telling me the truth about what happened, okay? And these days, the only reason a cop need to kill you is for you to be black. So if you're black somewhere out here drunk, a cop can shoot you dead because you are a drunken threat to them. I'm like, that's true too. That's true too. Okay. This is true. There's no record of him being booked or arrested in database in Vegas. So I went looking. I look when you Google anything, anything comes up, and when I'm like, why I don't see shit? Why I don't? It's something. So I don't know if he was either. I don't know. So we're gonna let the season play out, but I'm confused as well. Egypt needs to stay out of Tyran's like, honey, please do get out. Let Tyran be the one who does all those things. Okay. Sounds like Sam put a gun on him. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. And again, that's why. Excuse me. I feel like that maybe why she not saying shit. But tell your daddy off camera. Okay. Tell him off camera. I want Tyran to beat the race off Sam one good time. You and me both. I think that Trader started to see that Egypt is being a yes'em. Yes'em, sir. Yes'em, baby. Yes'em, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went to Sam, and Sam was using that to his advantage because he knows she's naive about a lot of things, in my opinion. She is naive. She really, really is. And hopefully one day she will learn. Okay. Anyway, I did not mean for this to be a whole hour long. I want to remind y'all that Mac Main is very attractive. For those of y'all who was out here earlier, I had to show y'all Mac Main, and I like him now. He's cute. He was talking to Lil Twist. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, I'm going to probably be live either later tonight after Tasha K's interview with Nini's, little boo thing, or I will be live tomorrow afternoon to discuss that. Um, Ladies Who List comes on OWN. That's a good show. I'm thinking I'm going to add that to my calendar. I'm going to still do the 2 episodes of 90 Day Fiance, and I have a couple other things to do today. Um, some more Love and Marriage Huntsville tea. Okay, so come on around here later on to see what we got going on. Okay, but thank y'all for coming on. Yes, Lazy Bone is on here. He is. I hope we can see more of him throughout the season. So yes. But have a good night, y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Other than that, be safe. Gotta go. Bye.